Hello and welcome, Lynx here. We are playing Legacy of Hestia. Let us have a look at the scenes that are unlockable. Because, well, I unlocked them all technically. The bunny. Oh, so this was during Ishtar. When Ishtar was still around. We are looking into the past right now. A little recollection. Another visitor who craves my attention. And a very inexperienced one did. Her haughty tone highlights her narcissism. My name is Paul Cronel. Nice to meet you, Ishtar-sama. Oh, so... let's say this is like more an imagination scene. I don't know, a dream at night, something like that. A Paul Cronel? Of what name? Little rookie! The record holder in my establishment, what a nice surprise! Her facial expression almost warms up upon learning who I am, or rather she no longer looks disinterested in my presence. How quaint, and to think such tiny little thing would have the audacity to seek an audience with me. I've heard many good things from, well, everywhere. So, Belle, what is it you're looking for? I'm looking for you. I could not find a better way to say that, but you know what I wanted. Even saying those words was enough to turn me as red as a tomato. Ever since I have started experiencing the district of hers and what it offers, I've been enjoying this time here. I tried not to overdo it, as to avoid getting too lost in this addiction, but as a result I always try to one-up on each visit, aiming for a more beautiful woman every time. That I can talk with, obviously. And finally I tried to give my shot at the most beautiful woman of this district, Ishtar herself! My services, you say? Her smirk widens my words. A mocking laugh escapes her lips. Wow, both of you! However, I must warn you, my services come at a hefty price, and I do not mean valleys. Normally, I would not waste my time with inexperienced men such as yourself, but... you have my attention. The question is, are you ready to pay the price to spend the night with me? Talking about socio-economics topics of Horario? No, Alice, wait, how do I pay then? Give yourself over to me, body and soul! Her voice is seductive but laced with a hint of danger. You mean I need to join your Familia? As badly as I want to spend the night with her, there are things I'd never leave behind. One of those things is my Familia. That question would be so irritating if you were not interesting. My Familia is comprised of the elite. I will not accept just anyone. No, you don't need to join my Familia. What I'm saying is that after we will begin, you'll be completely at my mercy. You'll be praying to join my Familia and share one more night with me. Talking about socio-economics topics of Horario. Obviously. What else? Listen, we have 200 million valleys of debt when it comes to Hestia knife, okay? We need to know everything about economy of Horario. Anyway. In all senses, you will be mine. Keep dreaming. I really doubt I would go that far. I would never leave Kami-sama. I gulp, realizing that if she has a way to charm me, it would also mean that at some point she might get bored of me and I would be left in a tortured state where I would beg for her attention over and over. However, be it my courage, I accept the challenge and follow her to the bedroom as her laughter rang out. And then, the economy topics begin.
6.5 hours later.
And then she's like, what are you doing? I'm sorry, but I need to return home soon. My goddess will get worried if I'm back late. What? What? You can't think of other women after... She narrows her eyes while focusing on me. I'm sorry, you'll need to go, but I promise I'll be back. I had a good time. What? Why is it not working? Why did it go charmed? Okay, the archivist from another world. Undefined. Freya? That's not... Ah, that's a different Freya. I have no clue who that is, not gonna lie. So where to now? Lucine. Oh! That's my daughter from Overlord Age! Yo! A crossover! Let's go! First we had the restaurant, which also appeared in Overlord Age. It was in the dungeon. I've seen it only once, though. I don't know if that restaurant appeared more often or not. I believe in Overlord Age we were in that restaurant multiple times, over here only once. Who knows, maybe it would appear again somewhere. Anywho, but dude, to see my Overlord game daughter, let's go. It also covers, it covers with the topic. By the way, go check out Overlord Age as well on the channel. Super fun game. Parody of Overlord, obviously, but, and H stands for humorous, of course. Anyway, she was the daughter that eventually was like, you know, traveling to another world as well, because we kind of opened the portal. Sort of. But yeah, let's go.
The city of Orario. From what we've gathered, if there is anything worth seeing, it will be there. We have almost arrived.
Two seemingly innocent women are traveling. They have come from a faraway place with a mission. Archiving any important information from this world and bringing back samples that could be useful to the Great Tomb of Nazarick and their personal goals. I am Ganesha! I don't know what I do!
Lucinda. Freya!
What is your name? Interesting. You must have been on a long journey.
Oh, yeah.
No family name?
No.
Where from? How long are you staying here?
A week, and we are from the east.
Oh my god, we can tell when someone is lying. Huh?
What? A god?
Yes, I am Ganesha!
What? There is a god here? That should not be possible. This is getting quite interesting already. We should dig deeper once we make our way inside.
So where are you from, really? You cannot answer this question very truthfully. I cannot let you in.
We are from Nazarick.
Nazarick? Never heard of that place. Is it a city or...?
It is our home, and it is very far. So much so that I doubt anyone has heard of it.
Oh, very well. Try not to create any trouble inside. Despite their slightly suspicious behavior, Ganesha could tell she was not lying at the end. With no good reason to stop them, and considering their short stay, they are let inside.
We made it! The true mission starts from here. The thing that worries me. A god here? Yeah. I already took note of that, but we need more info. This could change everything if our father could do the same. Leave it to me! A god among mortals should be a big deal everywhere, so I'm sure I'll be able to listen in to some useful info. Yeah, in the meantime I'll take notes and samples of their technology.
What technology? Lucinda quickly looks around for a simple landmark.
Let's meet by that tall tower once we are done. Try to not... Try your best to not get any attention on yourself. No flying or any other visible spell. No. I like to keep my feet on the ground. Oh yeah, how about turn to a wolf? That woo!
Lucinda begins to glare at Freya.
I guess that would get some attention myself. Yeah, some. I mean, ducks roaming around the city should not be too rare, and everyone will be able to tell the difference right away, probably. I guess I'm much bigger than most dogs, and red. Are you really going to be fine by yourself? Yes! I'm not as good as my mother yet, but I can turn invisible. And listen into any interesting conversation.
Oh, you would also be my daughter in Overlord, wouldn't you, Freya? She must be Lupus Regina's daughter. I'm guessing. So you see, I might have not been in a relationship with Lupus Regina. And I was annoyed by that. I mean, at first I wanted to go only after Narberel Gamma, but who I married in the game. Then I did reject Lupus Regina. Before, also, I think Lupus Regina confessed first or something like that, or there was an option to go after her first. Or I'm not really sure exactly. It was quite a while ago, but I did reject her, and then I remember wanting to have the possibility to go after her again, but it never happened. Anyway, yeah, she must be.
I know, but do not rely on your invisibility alone. Our father sent us in a safe place, but we should not underestimate them, especially since there is at least a deity here.
Oh, not one.
Good, I'll use invisibility and height. My hearing will do the rest.
And so, for a few days, they gathered info. They discovered the existence of many deities walking the mortal plane, Gekkai, as it is called here, and how they are essentially powerless in exchange. Then as for their technology,
I would not drink them. There is no telling what effect they would do on us, if any. Alright, I'll just bring them to the human. He might be able to do something with this.
oh, you purchased some potions? Nice. Also, you have a gun. Freya puts some of the potions they acquired in this world back in her bag.
Next is...
Just a second ago, clicking enter worked, now it doesn't again. Anyway, the source of the most of the technology in this world, Magic Stone! It is the first thing Lucinda learned, and right away she wanted to have them for her research.
Those goblins remind me of Karna village. Kind of. Think these are uglier? And mindless, from what I've seen. The way they dissolve into dust and leave those crystals behind. The monsters in this world are far different from ours. Yet they might hold what I have been looking for all this time. Oh, keep an eye out for prismatic ores while we advance. The one Papa showed us, right? Yeah, it's unlikely we'll just stumble into some, but Father is interested in them.
Despite being their first time in the dungeon, they effortlessly reached the 13th floor. The only reason why they stopped here is...
So much walking, not so much of the same thing. I'm bored. It is fine. I believe we are done here. This monster crystal, they come in different shapes, and some even seem to have a slightly different tint. The stronger the monster, the bigger the crystal, and I assume it holds more power. It's an interesting item. I can really think of many applications aside from those I've already seen in that city. An item like this could be the missing link between machinery and magic. So we're like that story your papa told you, right? But something? Battery! Yes, the concept seems to be the same.
I wouldn't go that far.
Ideally, once the magic is drained, they can be refilled. I wonder how. We have goblins at home! However, if my researches allow me to find a similar material in our home world, that will be even better in the long term. How many monster crystals do we have? Oh, I took one from every monster we've encountered so far. That should be enough then. Shall we go back? Yeah.
Lucinda begins to walk towards the stairs while Freya stands still.
Eh? Well, we do walk all the way back from here. Who does that? All the adventures every day apparently. We should not have attract an attention on us. Fine. I did not think you would mind. I'm tired of walking, but I never thought I would get to see you tired. It's not that I'm tired, I just do not like boring stuff. If you're tired, I can turn to my wolf form and carry you all the way back. That would be fun. Tempting, but no. The sooner we start walking, the sooner we'll be out of here. Fine, let's go. We're finally out. Do the adventures in Sword League go back and forth every day? Cannot I, like, teleport or something? Can they even be called adventures if they stick always in the same place? I saw a cat person in the same floor slaying the same monsters on our way back.
Lucinda shrugs and hardly looks interested.
It does not matter to us. We have what we needed. We can return now. Yay!
Huh? Is there something wrong, Freya-sama?
No. It's nothing. For a moment I thought I had seen two interesting souls. Yes, just for a moment. It's been a long day. I believe it is time for me to take a bath and rest.
Haruhime and Mikoto bath. Oh boy.
I'm very lucky Hestia-sama was so kind and thoughtful to have an onsen built here.
Haruhime and Mikoto sit side by side in the steaming water with a lot of steam around, enjoying a bath before they head to sleep for the night. She runs her fingers gently through the water.
Oh, this warmth. It feels so good. It is as for every age from my heart is being thrown out. I'm glad you can feel that way, Haruhi Madonna. You have endured so much. You deserve every moment of peace. Even now it feels like a dream.
Haruhime's body relaxes even more, almost as if she's melting in the hot water.
I know, but it is no dream.
Mikoto places a comforting hand on her arm.
You are among friends now, just like when we were kids, except now we can be together anytime we want, and we are only a few rooms apart. And even when I will return to Takimi Kazuchi-sama's Familia, I'll make sure to visit you every chance I get.
Haruhime smiles softly, glancing down at the reflection in the water. Without looking at her directly, still staring at the reflection, she continues to speak.
I can barely believe it. After so long, after everything Belle-sama and all of you saved me from a nightmare.
Mikoto's hand still rests supportively on Haruhime's arm.
These wounds do not heal overnight. I cannot even begin to imagine all the things you had to go through. You're incredibly brave, Haruhi Madonna. I know you might not feel it, but not everyone could have survived what you did with their kindness intact. You not just survive, you are stronger than you know. I'm not. I've survived this long only because of Aisha-sama and because of my weakness she got hurt a lot. Now I'm here with you all, but only because you fought for my sake. I'm still just as weak as I was the first day I ended up in Ishtar Familia. I don't want to be weak anymore. I want to become strong so I can become part of your group.
Mikoto sighs, closing her eyes and letting a warmth of the water envelop her. Both stay in comfortable silence for a while, then Mikoto opens her eyes and speaks up.
You're already part of the group, and I do not mean just as a member of the same Familia. Your power is special, and I have no doubts it will grow only stronger. Besides, Beldono is a great captain. He would never leave anyone behind.
Haruhime smiles shyly, brushing a stray strand of hair aside.
I know he would not, but I still feel so unworthy sometimes. Haruhi, I understand those feelings, truly, but you are far stronger than you give yourself credit for. Strength is not just about the battle prowess, or the ability to stand against an enemy. Then what is it about? Strength is also about enduring, about choosing to keep moving forward even when it feels impossible. It is about the courage to hope again, even after everything. That is what you have done, Haruhi Madonna. The rest comes with time and experience. You've already taken the hardest steps. I never thought of it that way.
Haruhi lets the words sink in, her shoulders visibly relaxing. Her gaze drifts to the ceiling, a hint of a smile playing on her lips.
Do you remember how we used to play tag back in the forest? I always thought I would beat you eventually, just once. Oh really? I do not recall you ever winning. Well, there is always first time, and I will not give up until I win at least once.
They both share a laugh together.
Thank you, Mikoto-san.
She looks earnestly at Mikoto before she continues to speak.
For always being there. I never told you how much it means to me. Always.
I chose the good moment to go after those. Lefia's case. Or chase, who knows. I don't like her. After running deep into the 18th floor while getting chased by Lefia, we both find ourselves lost. Huh, everything looks the same. I think we were in this spot before. We are lost! All because of Hermes-sama. How am I supposed to face everyone now?
And whose fault is it? You are the one who ran all the way here.
Are you really blaming me? Anyone else would have run.
Most people are not disgusting perverts.
I told you it is not like that. I did not know.
Then why did you run, huh? Only someone guilty would do that.
No, anyone who does not want to end up dead would do that. I have risked enough already. I don't want to end up dead for something I did not even do.
Well, just what do you take me for, huh? I would never kill you. I would only beat you up a lot.
That is hardly better. I'm not a machinist.
That is what you deserve. Besides, what was your plan, huh? Why even run in here? Are you an idiot?
I was in a panic, okay? I just focused on escaping the situation without even looking where I was going.
Yeah, I can see that. You escaped after you saw her naked.
I'm sorry!
You're the worst.
Oh, could it be that you like Ice-san? If that is the case, you have nothing to worry about. You are in the same Familia, so I'm sure if you ask her out, she...
Get out!
Lefia blushes heavily and suddenly turns as red as a tomato. Nah, I hope Ice would reject her, like, instantly.
Oscar, are you out of your mind?
Ah, stop! She starts to swing and hit me with her stuff.
You're a monster, an actual monster.
Stop it! Okay, I didn't mean to anger you. I just thought... She stops her stuff midair before it swings right into my face.
That is not it. I mean, of course I like ice, son. Not that way. At least I do not think so. Not yet. Not ever. And not now. That's not the point. Stop confusing me.
Girl, I just asked a question. Stop being angry at me.
Your existence makes me angry. I cannot help it.
Lefia's existence makes me angry. She turns around, clearly annoyed, to even look at me.
It's just that Ice-san is so awesome. I admire her a lot. But she's always by herself. Always looking sad. Always being by herself.
You just said that already, so...
I always dreamt I could be by her side as a friend, a close friend, maybe even a sister, to build a bond with her. I don't want to be just another member of the family.
I guess it's harder to build friendship in larger familias.
I always tried my best. I always worked as hard as I could to impress her, to get noticed to get to know her. That is why it made me so angry that she gave that attention to you.
She turns around once again to glare at me.
You're a member of the other Familia, not even a friend. Familia, just a random stranger. Yet you did with her all the things I always dreamt of, all the things I have worked for. I don't want to drink with her, to speak with her, to be with her. Why you? You even came here and saw her naked. I hate you so much.
I told you, I did not do it on purpose. And I left right away. As for asking her to help me train, I know it was wrong of me to do that. It is just that I also admire our son and I dream of growing stronger because of her. However, I'm from a small family and I did not have anyone to ask, so I know this is not a good excuse, and I'm really sorry. I never meant to get between you and Suddenly my speech is interrupted by my stomach growling. Sorry.
Here.
She hands me a teardrop crystal. It is very small, big enough to fit on the palm of her hand.
In case you didn't know, this helps with the cravings. It is not incredibly filling, but it will do for a short period of time.
But, wait, this is a precious item. You do not have to...
Just shut up and take it!
She forcefully grabs my hand and puts the teardrop crystal in my hand. should have just shoved it up his mouth.
It's not like I'm doing this for your sake or anything like that, but the last thing I need is starving death wave. You would be just in the way. Like you have always been so far. So, just eat it and let's find our way out.
What a pain. What a tsundere. Belle maybe should go after her. How do I not have 40 hours in this game still? How is that possible? I think this achievement is broken. I definitely have over 40 hours. Where are my spells as well? The fated one.
Grandpa, this house feels so lonely now.
I miss him so much. And all his amazing stories. I want to become a hero just like the protagonists of those stories. I still want to become a hero, but... You will not be there to watch me, will you? I turned 18 years old recently. And the last thing I told him are my dreams of becoming an adventurer. And hero. A hero, just like the ones in the stories. In fact, ever since my birthday, I do not remember telling him much else other than this. I was just so excited to become an adventurer, to be able to face goblins without ever fearing them again. And now all my excitement is gone. This night, will I dream of you again? For a while I've been dreaming about my grandma telling me to follow my heart and realize my dream. Subconsciously, I still want to become an adventurer, a hero, of course I do. However, I need the time to mourn. In this pathetic state, I do not feel like doing anything. I barely eat, and that is only because everyone in the village is taking care of me. They have always been supportive. Especially now. I wonder if everyone in Oraria will be nice as well. Oof! You wish. Perhaps I'll meet someone my own age. No, I'm sure such a big city has many people of my age. I mean, there is Welf, there is Lily, there is Mikoto, Haruhime. I guess Naza will be like a bit of an Onechan. Ice-san. Technically 2 Amazones in Freya Familia. There is Riveira. She was also like kinda older than Belle, obviously. Who else could be considered a friend? I mean, I guess everyone from Takemi Kazuchi's Familia. Daphne, Cassandra. There's a lot of people he's met. Anyway. Despite understanding how I feel, the people in the village always talk of Horario. As the only young person in the village, they all took a part in my growth, so they know of my dream and what they need to say to make me feel better. Honestly, if it was not for this rainstorm, they would probably have managed to make me go to Horario days ago. However, it seems like the weather is also mourning my grandma with me, so for the time being, I will be staying here. And so many days pass. The rainstorm is finally over, and with the sunny weather, Belle is convinced by the villagers to set off to Horario in order to follow his dreams. In the canon timeline, the storm has never occurred, so he left his village much earlier, yeah. How will this small change affect his life? Well, yo! You go to Demeter's farm of the bat? Let's go. I finally arrived in Horario. Those walls, they are colossal. Not to mention the Tower of Babel. Or Babel. I could see that from the road. Let's go! Demeter! It's been so long. Yeah. It really feels like it's been so long since we had any scenes with her.
Ara Ara, another new faith. Let me guess, you came here to become an adventurer?
Yes. She must be a goddess. My name is Belle Crannel.
Demeter, nice to meet you, Belle-san.
I know this may be sudden, but, can I join your Familia?
Have you ever worked in the fields?
Fields?
Yes, planting, harvesting, even just watering the crops.
I'm sorry, it is the first time I come here, but do adventurers not slay monsters in the dungeon?
Phew. That is truly one of the tasks they perform, yes. However, my family focuses on business and agriculture. I assume you are not interested in this.
I'm sorry.
Ara. No need to be sorry, it is fine.
Dude, if she asks me, I'd be like, sign me up.
Just remember this before entering Horario. There are many different familias. The one you are looking for is one that focuses on exploration and hunting.
Exploration, hunting, got it. Thank you for the help, Demeter-sama.
It was a pleasure. Do make sure to visit me once you settle in. From time to time I post job requests at the guild and it is perfect way for new adventurers to earn money.
I will thank you again. I gain access to the city of Horario, and once inside I try to look for a Familia that focuses on exploration and hunting, but is harder than I thought. The day quickly passes by and I did not even manage to find one. After spending the night in a cheap inn, I continue looking, and on the late hours of the afternoon... Please!
You heard it, we have no unit for the newbies. Try another Familia.
I tried, but everyone refused me.
That should give you a hint, young man. Not everyone is fit to become an adventurer. Look, I have seen many newbies die, newbies that seem to be promising like you. I'm not trying to be mean, but we focus on exploration and handling monsters. We are saving your life by refusing you.
Understood. Completely demoralized, I walk away and try to search for another Familia. I finally find a Familia, but they reject me. There is no use arguing with them. What they are saying is true, after all. I can simply note and accept to avoid wasting time and try again with another Familia. It is getting late. I will look for a few more Familias, note them down, and then start asking tomorrow. My luck improves, and I find many more Familias that focus on exploration and hunting this time. However, one after the other, they reject me. All of them. I had arrived in the city with a strong resolve, but after days of being rejected and treated like trash, I feel depressed all over again. This is the worst. Is my dream impossible after all? I'm sitting quietly on a bench as I observe groups of adventurers making their way into the dungeon. For days I've dreamt of becoming one of them, but now it feels like it will be staying just a dream forever. I don't want to go back to the village. There is no way I could betray and disappoint their smiles. Perhaps I should just join the Familia. Yeah, I would. I have experience with crops, and with her blessing I would be able to face goblins and perhaps even kobolds. It would not be like the dungeon, but perhaps that is the best for me. I mean, it doesn't say that you can go to the dungeon. I decided I will. For a moment, I feel like the air around me is tensing up. I feel observed, so I look around. Many people are getting by their day, not just adventurers. I've been living for most of my life in a tiny village, so I still have not gotten used to being around so many people. I should go too. I get up from the bench and start making my way towards the farm outside Orario, when suddenly I'm stopped by a very feminine voice.
Hello, may I ask your name?
I turn towards the cloaked figure, and as I'm about to answer, I suddenly freeze once I look at her face. Just a few days ago, the Madrasama was the most beautiful lady I've ever seen, but now that has changed.
I would not say that's correct.
She's so beautiful that I even forget to breathe. I would be hugely surprised if I encountered an even prettier woman someday. This city is really different.
Huh? Is something wrong? It is even more beautiful now that I'm so close. Ooh. I've never seen such a pure soul in my whole life. Completely transparent, bright and powerful.
The way she's looking at me does not help either. She's made me feel like I'm her prey, yet I feel no bad intentions coming from her. Rather, she's smiling sweetly, which makes her look even more beautiful. It is that unrealistic beauty that makes me feel out of place and unable to think straight. My long silence must be quite rude, yet she does not look angry or annoyed at all. While I still feel uneasy, her kindness makes me gather all my strength just to be able to quietly say my name.
Belcranel.
Belcranel.
She repeats my name in a rather seductive tone, which sends shivers down my spine.
He's physically handsome too. However, he looks frail and emotionally weak. Nothing that cannot be fixed. Yes, I will mold him to become a great adventurer, one that will sit by my side for eternity. Belcranel, from this date on, he is mine. Are you an adventurer, Belle?
I tried to laugh at the question, but it is a sour laugh.
But color, sadness, grief, why?
It was my dream. However, all the families I tried to join rejected me.
That is just perfect. That is just unfortunate. Then, how about joining my Familia?
You are a goddess.
Surprised?
No, I mean, you are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, but that...
Well, I am undercover. It would be inconvenient if people recognized me as Freya. Freya-sama!
That takes me so much by surprise that I shout her name in disbelief, and then quickly quiet down afterwards.
Sorry.
Such a cute reaction. It is nothing. So how about it? Will you join my Familia?
Even I know that Freya family is one of the top ones in Orario. The thought of asking them to join never even crossed my mind, so to be asked that question directly by the goddess, it almost feels like a dream. Someone like me, rejected by every other Familia, would I truly belong there? I would love to, of course, but...
But...
Is it really okay? I mean, everybody else rejected me because I look weak and...
You are weak.
Yeah.
I know it is the truth, but hearing it hurts all the same.
However, you have infinite potential. They simply fail to see it, but that should be none of your concern. You might not see it either at the moment, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, if I think about it, she does in the anime also kind of see that. Because like sort of Freya Familia sort of didn't really have like really weak characters, I think. Can Freya see the potential of adventurers? Oh shit. Yes, Freya, and is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Has ability to see the color and brilliance of souls, which allows her to discern the potential of adventurers. Okay, that's crazy. This ability, often referred to as her discerning eye, helps her identify individuals with unique or promising potential. She uses this ability to identify and claim talented adventurers, including Bel Cranel. I mean, technically she did not claim him at all, but whatever. Firstly, if you read the Opposite Ryu manga, then you know that Freya has the ability to see colors of person's soul. The other gods, like Loki, consider this a cheat ability, because this allows her to see the special quality of the humans and find out who has the potential to be an adventurer. You know what? In a way, you'd feel that a lot of people would be like, Freya and Bel actually, you know, should be together because they are both special in a way. I mean, she has the cheat ability of seeing the potential of people. He has the cheat ability of leveling up like crazy, so... Huh. Interesting.
You are blinded by sorrow, but joy meant I shall teach you to believe in yourself. Let me nurture you, and your dream shall become true.
She extends her hand towards me, and for the whole time she does not stop smiling. I have no idea of what to say. After all, I do not quite understand some of the things she said. However, it is clear that she sees something in me. I do not know what that is, but I do not want to let this chance slip by. Even if I will feel inappropriate at first, I will simply train and give my best until I will no longer be weak. So there is only a correct response at this point. I take her hand. Yes, thank you, Kami-sama.
Freya, call me Freya.
She takes me to her Familia home, Folkvangr. This place is huge and is filled with strong-looking adventurers. I'm totally out of place here. Honestly, it looks far scarier than I had initially thought. While we continue walking, she explains more about her Familia, and as I had thought, the majority of the adventurers here are level 2 or higher. I knew it. She expects me to reach their level in a few years from now. Few years? Ha! Level 2 in a few years? Ha! 3 months. Despite being a Familia which focuses on exploration, they have herbalists, healers, blacksmiths, even cooks. All of them are far stronger than I'll be, even when I will get her blessing. This place is so high level and fashionable, so lacking of any kind of flaw, that my puny mind simply cannot comprehend what is going on anymore. I just listen and follow her lead, while trying to make myself as small as possible. Then, finally... That outfit, man. I get her blessing.
You're officially a member of the family of my family now. Welcome.
Freya-sama, thank you! I'm beyond happy that I can finally belong to a Familia. I stare at the paper in my hands with a big smile. Every attribute shows as 0, but I know I'll do my best to grow and make my goddess proud. As I'm thinking that, she leans forward and kisses my cheek.
Freya-sama! Just a welcome gift from me. In exchange, make sure to work extra hard, alright?
Yes, my goddess! I truly meant it. I want to do my best to grow and impress the goddess who believed in me and accepted me in her Familia. However, nothing could prepare me for what was planned for me. Wow, we are still going. I just entered the dungeon for the first time. I'm presented with a large hall with many natural lights giving a blue tint. It is way less dark than I thought, but scary all the same. I'm following behind Ota, who has been assigned to accompany me on my first adventure in the dungeon. And he's like, alright, let's go to floor 40 today. Anyway, he's not going to interfere, so we advance deeper in the floor as I start to feel anxious. He turns to face me silently. When I was young, I almost died due to a goblin, so since then I have developed a phobia. Very well, I will help you. Thanks. He looks menacing, but deep within he's a very nice person. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, he, you know, during the Ishtar saga, you know how Mikoto used the final attack, the like explosion of magical energy, right? And she fell down. Technically, he, you know, got the potion to her. Yeah, he's a nice guy, overall. I continue to follow him, assuming that his help would be showing me how to kill monsters efficiently, as I have never done it before. I would insane. This guy is pure brute force. Perhaps he would slay all the goblins so that I could face a kobold. Well, he got my back. However... A goblin! The goblin charges towards us, but Odar picks it up effortlessly. He looks like a teddy bear as he holds the squirming goblin on his side, then he picks another. So strong. Is he showing me there is nothing to fear? I watch dumbfounded as he picks yet another goblin as we turn the corner, still confused as to why he is not simply killing them. And then...
Okay, this is enough for starting.
Starting? Starting what? Without answering, he picks one of the goblin from his side, then throws it at me. Ah! My body reacts automatically to defend myself and slides down the goblin in a single hit. I did it! However, Otar gives me no time to celebrate as he throws me another goblin, then another. He becomes a monster dispenser as he uses a weird item to lure monsters on to be thrown at me. At first I was terrorized, but by the end of the day I'm completely tired and terrorized by Otar.
This is some great progress.
She hands me the paper and my updated stats, and they are not much higher than 0. What do you mean? Despite all of the effort I put behind surviving the monsters thrown at me, I hardly improved.
Why do you look so down?
Is it just that I expected my attributes to be higher?
Hoo, it's your first day. It's still an impressive growth already. Were you expecting to become a strong adventurer in just one day?
Oh, no! Why would you think that? Of course not. Yes, I did.
Don't worry, there is no need to rush. You are doing great, Belle. I'm happy to continue working hard for my sake.
Yes, Freya-sama. And so over the following weeks, I continue heading into the dungeon. After the first few days, Otar only follows me from afar. I can't even tell he is there. By all means, it seems like I'm dungeoneering alone. Thanks to his exposure training, I'm no longer afraid of goblins, so I continue effortlessly to go deeper into the dungeon. I grip my knife as I step into the 5th floor for the first time. Normally I should not do that, but after almost 3 weeks, I thought I would give this floor a shot just for a short while. I want to face a frog shooter to know the difference and the goal I had to reach to progress. However, as I continue walking, I notice that there are no monsters around. After a few moments, I get very bad vibes. But before I can step back and return to the previous floor, I hear a big roar. Oh, no way. Of course. Let's go. It does not take too long to spot the source of that sound, and it is charging towards me. No way! A Minotaur! I cannot face such a powerful monster yet! One moment I see Minotaur charging towards me, and the next Otar appears out of nowhere with an incredible speed to stand between us. The Minotaur does not stop charging, and with a single hand Otar slaps the giant creature and obliterates it from existence, alongside the wall that stood in the way. Yeah! I am completely paralyzed, with my mouth wide open as I have witnessed the immense power of Otar. One, if not the strongest adventurer of Orario. He probably is, right? I mean, who else would be stronger? Strongest in Orario. Yeah, him. Why is it in Polish? Oh, Danmachi, 10 strongest humans. Horny is 10th? Damn. Hyakintos? You must be kidding me. He definitely was not even... Retusa. Captain of Artemis Familia. Okay. Yamato is 7th? Okay, I think some idiot made this rank. Oka 6. Okay, he's the captain. Ice in 5th. Bell 4th. Okay, Bell is not stronger than Ice. Come on. Zalt, no clue who that is. Alfia, also no clue. Albert Waldstein. Wait, who's... Albert Waldstein has been confirmed as the most powerful adventurer to debut in Danmachi series. He was known for his exceptional sword skill, earning the title of the Sword Champion. He was so skilled, he easily surpassed many of the top members of the Zeus and Hera Familia. Albert is the father of Ice Waldstein. Okay, it's Wallenstein, not Waldstein, you fucking idiot. Who wrote this? What kind of idiot wrote this? Alright, I see your name. He might be Waldstein, but she's Wallenstein. Come on. Okay, I see how it is. So Albert, Isis' father, used to be strongest. But he lost a battle with one-eyed black dragon? Okay. And now the strongest is Ottar. Got it. I mean, he's crazy strong, that's true. I've always felt inadequate since the first day, seeing so many Isaac adventures training daily in Folvangr, but I thought by working hard every day I could reach them eventually. However, after witnessing his power, I felt even smaller. Impressing my goddess. Who was I kidding? At this rate, even after years, I will not be anywhere as powerful as the other adventurers in my Familia, let alone him. That day, I felt something within me change.
It has been taken care of. Be more careful next time.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I catch a glimpse of another adventure, probably the cause of that powerful monster being in this floor, so as she walks away.
You seem alright. Continue your training.
Yeah. I continue my training for the day, but I no longer feel the same passion due to realizing how distant my goal truly is. I truly wish I could do more, but upon seeing how even a frog shooter feels challenging only serves me to make me feel more sad. At the end of the day, it's my turn to have the status updated. Since this is a big Familia, I get my status updated weekly and only because I am new. This is not a big deal, as the progress of a single day would not amount to much. More powerful adventurers have their status updated every 2 weeks, or even monthly.
Once again, he looks so down. Perhaps it is time to make him train with the others. Learning combat would surely improve his dungeoneering and therefore his mood.
As Freya is updating my status. Oh, there will be some negative skill or whatever.
What is this?
The goddess watches my back in disbelief, while I'm completely unaware since I'm turned around.
I should not be surprised yet.
She smiles while her eyes are glued on the paper.
Belle?
She glanced at me, still smiling gently.
You feel down because you are not progressing as quickly as you wished, right?
Yeah.
Then, I have something to show that will make you happy.
She hands me the paper. My attributes did not increase that much as expected, but I noticed an extra label.
I got the skill! My first skill! Not just any skill, it is a very special one. Before I tell you about it, you have to promise me something very important. This has to stay between us. Never speak of it to anybody else. Am I clear?
Yes, my goddess!
Very well.
She proceeds to tell me about my skill, Liaris Freeze, and how it allows me to grow faster as long as my feelings stay true. Okay. This reignites something in me, and my passion is back in full glory. Over the following weeks, I continued training with more determination than before, and seeing how I'm truly progressing faster, I always try to do a little more every day. After some time, my goddess supports me with a grimoire that allows me to learn magic, then I begin learning how to fight. It is only through the help of everyone that I managed to have my first adventure and become the quickest adventurer to level up. A few days after I became the record holder and got my second skill, my goddess summons me into her chambers. Second skill.
Oh, Belle, you are here.
Dude, that outfit is crazy. She looks up at me and smiles warmly as she sees me enter. With her hips swaying slightly, she walks towards me and takes my hand.
Please make yourself comfortable. We have much to discuss.
She gently guides me further into her private chambers, and we take a seat on the edge of her large bed. I cannot help but gulp. I never thought I would ever step in her private chambers, let alone sit on her bed.
Now then, Belle, I've been watching your progress closely. You have come so far in such a short time. I must say, I'm quite impressed. Thank you.
Thank you, Freya. That's Belle saying. She chuckles softly, amused by my nervousness.
There is no need to be so formal, dear Belle. We are much closer than you think. That is what I want to talk about today. When I first saw you, I hoped you were the one. I could see there was a very good chance you were. After all, your color is different than the other I have ever seen in my time here. After you got your skills, especially the second one, it pretty much confirmed it.
Oh, okay, the Argonaut, right?
Belle, you are my other...
A what?
My fated one, my other half. One of the things I know about my fated one is that they have the power to change faster than any other mortal. And your latest skill, it is a clear sign. I can't tell you why, but you understand when the day comes. In the past, I've committed the mistake of thinking someone was my other half, but it always ended badly. I know why now. Tell me, Belle. What do you think about me?
Her eyes flash with desire as she waits my answer. I mean, you are the only goddess who believed in me. I respect you, and she places a finger on my lips.
Ding! Not that. I want to know what you think about me as a woman. I mean, of course you are really beautiful, but I could never... I mean, I'm only human and you are a deity. So what?
I mean, when I will grow old and die...
I would know exactly how your soul looks like and I would find you. I do that for each member of my Familia, let alone for my fated one. Joining my Familia is a deal that lasts for eternity.
Wait, how do you know for sure I'm your other? Is it only because of my skills?
Not just that, but you are right. I do not know for sure just yet. That is why I summoned you here. There were some close calls. After all, I sought my fated one for a very long time. However, something always went wrong. Something always prevented me from sealing the deal, no matter what. Fate is something that not even a deity can alter.
How would you seal the deal? Still smiling, her smile becomes more sultry as she listens to my question.
By joining together through love and passion and finally becoming one. You mean like kissing? Yes. That is how I always learned that I had to yet find my other half.
If something always prevented you from sealing the deal because they were not your fated one, does this not mean you are... Oh, yes. Nice.
That's right. I'm not tainted, yes.
But you're one of the three. You are not one of the three virgin deities.
Wait a second. Was Freya a virgin? She slept with... Okay, every god. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, I kind of expected that that is not true, what she's saying here. Well, you know, I mean, I think she's going for overkill in that department, to be honest. Whatever.
That is what it is believed, and I never cared to prove otherwise. After all, this misconception has always proven to be convenient to me.
Wait, what?
My charming is powerful and takes different forms, depending on my target's expectations. For mortals and gods alike, it is purely lust. I don't care about that, as long as I serve my purpose. Only my family knows my true love. I have no reason to let other gods and temporary pawns know that my charming can affect them.
Oh, as I listen, a question lingers in my mind. Fate? How would it prevent us from joining in? Would I get a heart attack? Would something happen to my manhood? Oof, I'd rather have a heart attack. I really want to know for obvious reasons, but I'm too scared to ask.
I like to believe that the fact I cannot use this power on you is further proof that you are my other. Rest assured, even if you are not in my fated one, you are still a precious member of my Familia. This will never change.
Yes. Thank you, Freya-sama. I still can't believe she's a virgin goddess.
What, are you disappointed?
No! No man would be disappointed hearing that. Of course not. I'm truly honored and happy to be your first. Kiss. Anyway.
Yes. I'm yours and yours are mine. You are mine. It is as simple and beautiful as that. As for my body, it belongs to my other half. It belongs to you, my other, my fated one. Our bodies joining together will seal the deal. The blood of my purity will seal our fates together forever.
A few kisses later.
I love you, Belle.
I love you too, Freya-sama. Tonight marks the beginning of my new life, one where I would be by Freya's side for eternity. What if? Progress the story and see what awaits for us. The long-awaited day has arrived. An army of different familias emerges from the gates of Orario. One thing all of us have in common is the quest to defend against Rakia's attack and push them back. For some, it is a nice way to vent down some frustration, for others it's just some extra pocket valleys. As for us, I glanced at my party. While some of us have been personally affected by them, including me not too long ago, the values from this quest will allow us to move forward and reach the deeper floors in our first expedition! Everyone is quiet and marching, but unlike what one would expect, no one looks afraid but happy. It is quite easy to guess why. After all, it is likely it will take more time to march towards battlefield than the time we will need to emerge victorious. Wow. Wow. The only odd thing I notice as I look around is the presence of some familiars you would not expect to march towards a battlefield. I understand if they were blacksmiths, but why are merchants coming along? As we reach the battlefield, I would soon discover why. The battle has begun! I'll be honest, I don't remember that part of that match at all. The Familia split into areas and get into their formations. Some stand in the back and begin chanting magic, whereas the fighters just stand still as they wait for the Rakia's army to charge. I'm one of them. As for the merchants, they start setting up a shop nearby. I quickly realize this is far from a serious battlefield, which really shows the difference in power between our two nations. Between normal people who have just received a god's blessing and the seasoned adventurers. But it's not just about physical strength, but the quality of crafted products. The first line of enemy troops reach us, and I begin to fight alongside my Familia. One thing I had not taken into consideration is that they have technique. They are still an army of soldiers. It is quite obvious they had plenty of training. However, yeah, their movement is very slow and easy to dodge, and their strength is nothing special. They would be challenging for a beginner adventure, but not much more than that. By far, the hardest thing to do is incapacitate them without dealing a mortal wound. One by one, many lines of enemy soldiers fall thanks to the effort of my party. It is very one-sided, and it will be obvious to any onwatcher that they have no hope at all. By occasionally looking around the field, they are not doing any better against other familias. If anything, it looks even more hopeless when they face bigger familias like Loki's. I can feel the earth below my feet shake each time Gareth strikes his axe. Despite the large distance separating us, it is a good thing that he's not striking any of the enemy soldiers directly. Only half an hour later, the merchants and healers join in the action by selling their products to the defeated soldiers. They get their wounds healed for a price, they purchase better equipment for the next time, and even purchase standard miscellaneous for a hefty price due to the rarity in their nation until they are finally sent back to Rakia in exchange for more valleys as prisoners of war. Everyone is earning out of it, except the invaders, which quickly start to lose any hope for victory. I could have easily felt bad for them if I had not learned what they've done to Elf and they put my goddess in danger. Finally, the war is over, at least for this year. What do you mean this year? Familias including ours start to pack up and head back home with heavier pockets as Rakia surrenders and escapes, much to the dismay of their god. Oh, I think I am slowly getting like the view of what's happened here in the anime. Back at home we spend the rest of the day relaxing and packing the last few things in my bag. And so after a warm and satisfying dinner with everybody, I retired to my room and head to sleep, ready to plan for our expedition to Rivira. Who's that? Hi! Who's that? Erlis? Erlis? I don't remember anyone like that. Let me see. Erlis Danmachi. No such a person exists. What? You finally reached the end of the game now! I have to stick it up into one video. We are 5 minutes into recording today. In case you have not met before, my name is Erlis and I'm... I don't think I have. A mascot! Oh, it was like a tutorial saying that, okay. I'm not a mascot, my role is very important. I'll be explaining all the boring game mechanics in the Winterfire's games from now on, starting from this one. What? They are not boring. The game is currently saving the world state as I speak. It includes all the choices you've made, your stats, your spells, and so on. What spells? You never allowed me to learn spells. You'll be able to import the
a save in the sequel, so you can continue where you left off. Of course, the sequel level even without any save, it's completely optional. After all, who'd blame you if you cheated and skipped through the whole game to see only the very few good parts?
How dare you say something like that? There is proof that I have not skipped anything.
Winterfire, you're meant to help me get supporters, not give them a reason to unsubscribe. Stick to the script, woman!
Yeah, where was I?
You explained what word saves are, it's probably done by now.
Right, you can find them inside the saves folder in a newly created folder called World Saves. I suggest to back up that folder as it might take a while before the sequel is released.
I mean, I don't think there is even it's even started, right? Like the works on it. Isn't Winterfire working on the parody of High School DD? Anyway,
Or maybe by the time you're reading this, the sequel has already been released. Make sure to check my Patreon.
you see the Patreon on the screen.
Wasn't I the one who tried to promote your page, huh?
I saw an opportunity and took it!
If you're wondering how to use those saves in the sequel, the game will automatically check that folder, but if it no longer exists, there will be other ways to import it. The most important part is keeping those saves safe and sound until you're able to import them. That's all, thanks for playing, hope you had fun!
Thank you for playing.
And I bet all this music is also copyrighted. Funnily enough, it was not like immediately that I got, you know, my phone going crazy.
Oh, you can.
That's a lot of names. Oh my god. Wow, some of those names. Fun game. Again, I mean, because it tried to be accurate with actual anime or manga or light novel, whatever. I didn't really know which one. To me, it was basically accurate with anime, because I only watched, so I haven't read it. I kind of appreciate that, not gonna lie. Of course, you know, the romantic option, I mean, I guess Armid doesn't really play that much overall in anime. She's like on the screen maybe twice. But, well, pretty cool to have her included in the game here as a potential romantic option for, again, like, the ones I would like, they haven't been around for that. Like, you know, Ice is not an option, Mikoto is not an option, Ryu is not an option, and those are the best girls in this world. Tsubaki is also not an option, which is sad. But to be fair, Tsubaki is also like maybe 5 times on the screen in the anime. But well, I like her. I like Tsubaki a lot. Well, what can I say? There was Legacy of Hestia. This turned out into a very lengthy series. I will need to stitch this little part with the yesterday's video in the end. Because there is no point in making a video that is 10 minutes long, right? So, yeah. Oh yeah, I was supposed. Damn, I'm so yawny right now. Winterfire. Yeah, I see. It's Vox Gremory. That's the title of that High School DD parody. I wonder how far in progress it is. Started in February last year. What about the other two? How long did it take you to finish those? Overlords. Okay, published January 24. I don't know about how long it took for. Legacy of Hestia, published November 17th, 23. Updated last time 45 days ago, and that was the last update. Which we might not have seen. Because I think my version is before patch 1 and 2 as well. Let me see if there is any info somewhere else about the other installment of Legacy of Hestia. Vox Gremory. Also kinda looking forward to Vox Gremory, not gonna lie. I don't necessarily like the protagonist of that story. I think he's kinda shit, to be honest. But, I mean... the girls are absolutely fantastic there. Well, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. A lot of them. Okay. Now that I think about it, I did cover only Armored Route, and that's how it's gonna be. If you want to, you know, see the other options, which I don't remember what were the other options. Hestia, Artemis, and I don't remember. Routes. Let's see. Okay, so Hestia, one route. Which I have not even seen now that I think about it. There was no option for me to like confess or receive confession from Hestia. Eina, who I rejected in the very beginning. Liruka, who I've never had any option as well. There was the harem option, which technically I've seen the choices for that, but the harem was locked. And that is, you know, for me it was fine because I'm not into harems, to be fair. I strongly believe that, you know, harems basically is something that you can't make anyone happy, really. And also, if you think about it, the real world, like this type of relationship, they are only allowed in absolute dumpsters of countries, so yeah, I don't like that. Another route, Haruhime, that would be nice to play for. Haruhime is a cutie pie. Armid, so that's where I followed. Cassandra, personally not very interested. I mean, she's an alright character, but not my type. If anything, I would prefer Daphne over here. And the one I already mentioned, so Artemis. But yeah, there is also Ruthless Scenes, blah blah blah. Demeter, true. I feel like Demeter deserved a what-if story as well, by the way. But yeah, if you want to see any others, you know, go play the game yourself. That's what they always kind of say, most likely. I guess I'm kind of satisfied with going Armored route. Yeah. I also would like to see Haruhimes and Artemises. Which I might on my own, yeah. If I find time. But now we'll jump to some other games. So, for now, hope you enjoyed the whole series. If you jumped in, I don't know, later on, feel free to watch the whole thing. The playlist is in the description. It's technically also like on the main page of the channel. If you're new around, so consider subscribing if you haven't by now. Always super appreciated. And again, let's jump to some more games. I wish you a fantastic day, and I'm out. Bye bye.